But first, to our top stories. An update on the troubled Presto card system is expected today. Metrolinx has been working to resolve technical glitches that delayed the launch of the electronic fare system. The launch date was pushed back to August instead of Canada Day to allow the city time to work out the bugs. The fare increase scheduled for July 1st has also been delayed. The Queensway Carleton Hospital has been awarded Canada's highest honour. The Accreditation of Distinction honours the West End Hospital for its commitment to ongoing quality improvement. The hospital says accreditation is one of the most effective ways to examine and improve the quality of service and care for its patients. 2 passengers on board a sightseeing antique plane were hurt when it flipped over during the landing. They were sent to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after the incident at the Rockcliffe Airport yesterday afternoon. The Transportation Safety Board will investigate the crash of the 1939 biplane. Paramedics believe wind gusts might have affected the landing. The plane is operated by Central Aviation and takes passengers on a sightseeing trip over the nation's capital. The effort to fix up Reto Street begins this week, with construction crews set to start digging up the busy thoroughfare. Reporter Melissa Lamb is live with more on what's being done. Melissa.
Well, Annette, many people say Reto Street doesn't give tourists the best impression since it's been neglected for years. Now, it's one of the busier streets downtown, linking Parliament Hill, the Reto Centre, public transit, and the Byward Market. But for years, people have complained that Reto Street is grimy and dirty. Now, in recent weeks, there have been crackdowns on intoxication and rowdiness, but still many more work still needs to be done to make the area more pleasing. Now, we've been collecting your thoughts on this today, and here is what you've said. Mel B wrote in saying, I used to go downtown all the time, but for the past few years we haven't been going as much as I like to. It's not clean at all. I'm glad it's getting cleaned up, but how long will it stay that way? And the city will start to replace the 140-year-old infrastructure underneath Reto this week while making improvements to the street itself. Now, the project is expected to take about 2 years to complete. Annette?
All right, Melissa, thanks for that. Prime Minister Stephen Harper is in Los Cabos, Mexico today for a G20 summit. The summit is expected to produce record donations to the International Monetary Fund, bolstering its ability to bail out troubled European countries. However, neither Canada nor the U.S. plan to contribute, arguing Europeans are wealthy enough to take care of themselves. Meanwhile, there is growing speculation that Canada will be allowed to join talks on a proposed Trans-Pacific partnership. Investigators are still looking for the gun used in the killings of 3 armored car guards and wounding of a 4th at the University of Alberta. The manhunt for the suspect, Travis Baumgartner, ended Saturday near Abbotsford, BC. That's when he was arrested by American border guards while trying to cross into the U.S. He's expected to be transferred back to Edmonton in a few days to be formally charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. And in Ontario, the Ministry of Labour says the investigation into a stage collapse in Toronto will take some time. A drum technician for the rock band Radiohead was killed when part of an outdoor stage collapsed on Saturday during a setup for the concert. Inspectors with the Ministry of Labour are examining the wreckage to try and find out what caused it to collapse. But industry experts say labour and safety standards are inconsistent and are endangering workers at outdoor shows. Speculation is building that Microsoft will unveil a tablet computer today. The media has been invited to a major announcement, but the company would not say what it is. Although Microsoft is being secretive, some media outlets, including the New York Times, cited unnamed sources saying that Microsoft will launch its own tablet to boost its new Windows 8 operating system and counter Apple's hot-selling iPad. And the world is singing happy birthday today to a famous musician. Paul McCartney is still going strong as he turns 70 years old. The ex-Beatle will headline the opening ceremonies of the Summer Olympics in London next month and plans to release a new album next year.